Welcome. I'm Whitney Moon. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this reading. Okay. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Um, Obviously, it's a general message, so it won't resonate with everybody. But if it does, I'm really really happy to help. If it doesn't, then wait for the message, another message to come. Okay. And if you want a personal message, personal reading with me, WhitneyMoonshine@gmail.com. Okay, you can get a hold of me and we can set your reading up. All right, everything that you need to know is in the description box below and also in the about section. Okay, let's get this show on the road. I'm going to do the dice. We got the ninth house with the moon in Pisces. So we got double moon going on right now. Ninth house would be, Sagittarius. Hmm. Feelings, emotions, rhythm of the soul, long term goal with Pisces, the moon, double moon. It's like, okay, I don't want to say anything just yet because I have a feeling it could be unspoken emotions kind of finally reaching their destination. There's thief, okay, with health and safety in reverse. So I kind of feel like maybe that's what it is. Okay, like your feelings on something were stolen. Okay. What I was thinking today is when my ex and I broke up this time, and it was like really bad, and I was asked to leave the premises, and I left at like, I don't know, 10 in the morning or something like that. Like I had to leave basically with enough stuff to not come back for a while. Okay. And I left so early in the morning. I couldn't believe it. I was up until like 6 in the morning. I've been to the ER twice that night, and I left in the morning, and I had to contact somebody to let them know that I had left so then this other person could come back to the house. And they did not tell that person that I messaged them. So I messaged this person's mother right away to let them know I'm left, I'm gone. Sorry about your son, blah blah blah. I smirked off. I said something or whatever, and I left the message. And I had like tons. I had to go to the police station. I had to drive 2 hours to go and stay with my parents. So it was like a very busy day. And I was thinking about it because when I met up with that ex years later, and he said to me, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you text that person that day to tell me that you had left? Like, why did you stay all weekend? Like, why did you do that to me? And I looked at him and I was like, what? I had to go back, into that, what happened. Okay. Which like took me so long to do. I was like, cause it had been 5 or 6 years since that had happened. And I was like, wait a second, like, that's not what happened. I'm like, I told that person that I left. I'm like, I left right away. I'm like, I had to go to the cop station. Like I had things to do. Like I didn't want to be there. Like it was his house. Like I loved him to death. Like that's the thing. I loved him to death. It was such a weird relationship. I would have never done something like that. Like things happen when I used to drink, okay? And I used to get really possessed by things when I drank, okay? And when I woke up in the morning and I realized everything that had happened, I regretted my entire life, okay? So I left. There was nothing I would have done to piss that guy off anymore. Okay, trust me. And for that person, there was that third party interference. Somebody, that stole something, okay? And that's called stealing information. She she decided health and safety on somebody, and she decided she wasn't going to tell them I was gone. And years later, you know, he asks me, because that's the one thing that pissed him off the most. And I didn't even do it. I didn't even do it. And then I remember this person, okay, messaging me later. And this was like back in the day when, when you used to get those pages of message, it would be like 1/5 or /6 of how many pages someone would send you of a text message. Remember that? Okay. She had sent me like a 5 or 6 pager. And I remember I read it, and then my stepmother was like, you need to turn your phone off right now. And I responded to his mother, which then she responded again. But she was like, you're just a body beside him. He's never loved you. You've never loved each other. 555 on the clock. Okay. And she was like, fuck you. Basically, that's what she was saying to me. And my dad was like, just shut it off. Don't, this is a grown woman. Like, just stop messaging her. Don't say anything. I can't believe that that's what she's doing. Blah, blah, blah. She had the audacity to lie about the whole thing, and like held this shit back for years. I don't even know if he believed me when I told him that I messaged her right away to let her know that I had left. Okay, so somebody, there's the alert. I can't lie if you try. There's a reason why these analogies come into my mind, okay? Because somebody has gone through something very recently with this situation at hand, and it's been a part of your life. Okay, somebody has stolen a very significant piece of information, okay, claiming that they have your back, claiming, this is to do with your health and safety, that it's about your emotions and they're trying to hide this from you and they didn't want to let you know. You have every right to know this. Let me tell you, he had every right to know that I was gone. There was a reason, but there was like an immediate, um, like the cops just like put this warrant out that we couldn't talk to each other, or I would have just sent him the message. But I forget what you like a restraining order, I think. So I wasn't allowed to call him, or I would have just called him to say like, listen, I'm gone, blah blah blah. But like we weren't allowed to communicate, so I had to use this third party. And then the fact that she lied, it's one thing when you can get your own information out there, blah blah blah, but it's another thing when you're being blocked, right, by the law, and you give your personal information to somebody to give to somebody else and they don't. Whoa. Okay. 3 cards just landed, and they landed in a triangle. One's there, and one is here. I can't make this up. Okay, do you want to see it? It's going to be upside down. Actually, no, it really doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, I can't see it. Okay, if you can see it, there's one right there. There's one right there. And there's one right there. Oh! Do you just hear that roll right to the wall? Oh my god, I just knocked something over. Of course I did. I live in the smallest, fucking tiniest homemade office / bedroom in the world. So I had to show you that. I don't know. I just had to fuck my whole place up. Okay, that's fine. I can fix that later. Okay, so in the corner here, we have monster. Okay, to the right, we have poison. And at the top, we have shattered. See my face? That's amazing. Which is obviously why that skull just had to shatter. I don't know. I hope it's not broken. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it is, because I paid like 60 cents for it. Oh yeah, see, it's just this like cheap Dollarama thing, but it lights up and it's pretty cool because I made it. But that's what fell on the ground. It doesn't even matter because it wasn't broken, but something shattered. Oh my god, that's why that did that. I swear, I could have just made it shatter in the ether for you by that falling. Okay, so this thief is a poisonous monster. Okay, they did something to you. They broke the rules, I heard. Okay, they're wearing this mask. Okay, they are not who they claim to be. Like this person who I put this information with and had to trust with, she fucking lied about the whole thing. Okay, and to prove that, I mean, it was his mother. How does a mother do that? I didn't want to say that, But I don't know how else to say. That was the most inappropriate. Like, I get it. I get that you want to protect your son. I get you want to protect your kids. But like, to hold back viable information so then your kid just hangs out with you for the weekend. Like, that's like some psycho, like that's like some psycho shit. Okay, that's some, literally, I wanted to pull these cards but I didn't. Like, that's like, are you going to be possessed by your mother for the rest of your life? Like, oh my god. Wow, forbidden. Like, they forbade you to see their son or daughter. I'm not, I can't lie. This is exactly what this is. They have forbade you, which is why the moon is here. They don't want you to see them. They don't want you to sniff them. They don't want you to be around them. Ooh, but your animal instincts are bringing you all together again. 11:01 on the clock. Like, one, like, this is so divine. They cannot stop animal instincts. They cannot stop people from finding each other. They cannot stop magnets from forming together. Okay, there's children of the night. This person is a child. Okay, and they roam with children and they want to fuck with children. Okay, they want to fuck with their own children, whether their own children are grown ass fucking men or not. They still want to psychologically fuck with them because they can, because they're their mother. This is like, okay, this is an intuitive reading. You are gonna know that this is for you if it makes sense in your gut. It's for you. Okay. This was also flipped. I did not realize it's the hunger card. Okay, and it was in reverse. So they have been starving you of this person. They have been keeping you away from somebody. Oh my god, look at this. We've got the poltergeist card with fertility. You know why? You know why they were keeping you away from them? Because they didn't want you to have kids. They didn't want you to have good sexual experiences with this person and have children. Maybe you guys had a lot of sex. And that was, they felt like eventually was going to lead to a child. So they forbade you from seeing them. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, after me and him broke up and all that shit happened, okay, we kind of tried to see each other again, but it didn't work. His mother was so angry. He started seeing somebody else and he had a kid with her right away. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Okay. And I couldn't help but go like, that was some fucking serious timing. Like, that was some serious timing. And the thing is I got pregnant at almost at the same time. I was with somebody else and I didn't have the baby. I knew that it was something. It was something that didn't have anything to do with me. It wasn't a baby for me. It was a baby for somebody else. And yeah, we couldn't do it. And I don't regret that. Still to this day, I don't regret that, because I know that I would have had a child because of something else being stolen from me. So I had to give myself something in return. Like, no, children shouldn't be used as pawns like that. And I wasn't going to do that. So anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. It is a general message. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you want to get more into this, I'd love to. WhitneyMoonshine@gmail.com. Everything you need is in the description box below and also in the about section. Okay. I am doing this whole kind of experiment with the collective right now to help get everybody out of the dark. Okay. Out of, getting some well needed answers to questions that they can't find. So if you have a question out there that you want to ask the divine, then send it to me telepathically. Okay, and I will answer your questions if it's meant to be. Okay, you'll know that it's the answer to your question because it will be the title of the video. Okay, so I can't answer everybody's questions, and I can't do tarot readings if there aren't any questions, brewing out there. So send me your questions. Let me know what's going on out there. I'll try to do my best, if it's meant to be, to bring it through to spirit for you. Okay. So thanks for watching and joining and subscribing and doing everything you do. And it's definitely kind of a complicated message today, but like I said, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay. Peace out, y'all.